Hey everybody, Stinger here with a special message, a special thank you to the best Italian wrestling podcast. That's right, the best Italian wrestling podcast called Pro Wrestling Culture. Specifically, thank you to Aldo Fiadoni. All right, Aldo, awesome job, man. I guess you and I met in New York in 2019. And there were some tears shed there. Man, I love that. I love that. You know what? Real men can cry, bro. Let me tell you something. Man, means a lot that you watch, means a lot that this podcast is happening, and the pro wrestling culture appreciates Aldo Fiadoni. So be watching there. It's going to be showtime, and tune in to the podcast, Pro Wrestling Culture, because it's always showtime there from the Stinger.
Questo programma non è soggetto a infezioni. It's showtime.
Culture House for a brand new episode of Pro Wrestling Culture. Here I am, the professor Matteo Pagliarella, and here with me, one of my guests, directly from Spain, Vale Fry. Hello, Vale.
Hello everyone, and hello Matteo. Hello to all the people that are watching us live, but also the one that will join us later. So it's a bit strange, to be honest, because I think it's the first time that pro wrestling culture goes English without considering the interviews, but only us when English is the first time. I think at least myself, I need a bit maybe more minutes to get used to this, but I think it's really good. It's a really good idea to change our style, the way we do lives. So it's cool.
Yeah, we're trying to change something and to feel something in English on Open Wrestling TV. So we are not alone. We have another guest. It's our return for Pro Wrestling Culture. And the other guest is the wild card, Marco Bressanini. Hi, Marco.
Hello, Prof. Hello, Vale, and hello to all our viewers and listeners from Hope Everywhere. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm not the White Rabbit. I'm the wild card. So, spoiler alert, I'm not the White Rabbit. And yes, I was hearing Vale. This is the very first episode of the Pro Wrestling Culture, excluding the interview, just according to Vale. Well, for those who are not used to listen to us talking in English, we have to get used to as well. So please be patient. Be really, really patient.
And for today's episode, we're going to analyze the last edition, 2022 edition of Pro Wrestling Illustrated, and we're going to analyze the every position. I don't know, maybe one for 100. So maybe we can try. Okay, it's okay for you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, Kelly. And I think we can start. I'll try to share my display. Okay.
Maybe in the meanwhile, I can give a bit of background
Yeah, of course,
like,
Vale.
what is PWI 500? So I think for the soccer football fans, it is like the golden ball, the Ballon d'Or of football fans. So basically, every year there is PWI. That is a magazine that started, was born as a magazine that every year they release the top 500 wrestlers all over the world. No matter the company, no matter the size, the category, no matter nothing. What matters, according to the magazine, is of course the prestige of the victories, the winnings, the titles, the importance of the matches, and also of course the platform, the environment, the stage where this happen. Of course, winning at WrestleMania is more relevant than winning anywhere else in the world. So this matters as well.
I would also like to add that it's, of course, it's a mark. It's a mark top 500 because it's not related to in the smart vision of wrestling, but it happened in what happens in the ring during the episodes, during the matches. So it's based on mark results and not smart. But of course, I agree with everything else you said, Vale.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay, go, Vale.
No, can you hear me fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think that, of course, another thing that we can add before joining this adventure is to say that, of course, this always provokes some reaction, positive or negative. Some people argue with that. Some people are against that. Of course, it's impossible to make a realistic and objective list of 500 top wrestlers in the world, because I think we, even the three of us, disagree on the top 10. So we just take them and we try to analyze for what we each of us think it is more appropriate or not. We try to give our justification, but we don't pretend. Of course, we can disagree with some positions, but we don't pretend that, okay, this is wrong, we want to do, it's better to do this way, because each of us can say something different, even the three of us on the top 10 position, I think.
Yes, of course, Vale. Everybody has his own emotion and thoughts on these wrestlers. But if you want, we can start, and we know that of course the first position, the icon in this 2022 edition of PWI is 1 second that I will share. I have some problems. I will try again. Oh, here it is. The tribal chief, Roman Reigns. So, guys, what you think about this man? I think that since 2020, it's 2 years that he has this gimmick, and I call for his necklace the Calabrian king. So he had a lot of necklaces, and I think it's one of the most important figure in these 2 years, and I think he deserved this position, especially in this year, that because he defeated a lot of wrestlers, a lot of important wrestlers, so he deserved it. Vale?
I think that if before I said that maybe most of us don't agree on some position, I think on this one, I think hardly we will find someone that would not put Roman Reigns on the first position, because he is pro wrestling today. He is the most popular wrestler in the world. He is the most successful. He's champion since more than 1 year. So nothing can touch him. So I think this is really well deserved. He never lost in the last year. So really, I don't know what else someone should do to be better or to try to take that position rather than do like Roman Reigns did.
Okay. So, Marco, for you?
Frankly, now I'm figuring Roman Reigns looking down to the other 499 wrestlers and say, acknowledge me. Because he finally managed to be on the top. I mean, he's been on the top, I guess, in 2016, but it was not this dominant, unstoppable wrestler. So now he really deserves being in this position. And if he keeps doing this, it can be at number one even for the next year.
Okay.
I don't know what are the plans. This is not a smart situation, but if he keeps doing this, he will be the top wrestler, sorry, again for another year, because it seems unstoppable.
Mhm.
So let's see, and hope he will keep doing what he's doing in the ring, outside the ring, and on the microphone with his table, with his family, to entertain us and give these, because we also as fans deserve wrestlers like him. And I was not a Roman Reigns big fan in his prime when WWE wanted to push him, even if he wasn't really ready years ago. Well, now he finally is. During these last 2 years, sorry, he really showed us what he is able to do.
Okay, Marco.
I think that sorry if I jump in. I think that if we want really to find something that maybe can put some less light on this, is that of course he is dominant and everything, but he doesn't fight with the frequencies that other wrestlers do. So I think if maybe we want to find really some negativity or something to complain, it maybe is that, but overall I think that there is no discussion that he deserved that spot.
I think he deserved it for his figure, his gimmick, but not for, as you said, Vale, for
In ring competition.
Yeah, for in competition, because he wrestled maybe few matches in compared to other wrestlers. So he had a strong position now in WWE. Maybe as the really the face. Unfortunately, he is ill, but he is the real face of WWE right now. And as talking for the face of a company, the second position, of course. Vale is smiling because we're going to meet him in next few days, and he is one of the most important wrestler in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and he's Kazuchika Okada. So, what do you think? He deserved this spot or not, Vale?
Again, maybe yes, because I think that Okada is the Roman Reigns, let's say, of New Japan, even if now he doesn't have the championship, the title, but he is the safe choice for New Japan whenever you need someone to represent your company, to represent your top belt. So he has been on that spot since several years. He won PWI in 2017. So I think that it is not blasphemy, it is not catastrophic to put Okada in that position, because what he represents, and also what he performs in ring. So if before we said that Roman Reigns is the best number one, but it doesn't show much in ring because of his schedule, Okada he said something different. He recently won